25. I wanted to meet the right person for me. And I think the only way for me to do that was to speak to different guys in there, was to get to know different people.
Did you feel like you were like the most hated woman in the country when you came out of the villa? Like, did it
Yeah,
feel that? Yeah.
yeah,
You weren't, of course you weren't, but it must feel like that, right?
yeah, definitely. Because of the hate that I received, I don't think it's valid for what happened. And I think that's where I'm like really confused because it's just, yeah, it's quite double standard. I felt like I just embraced the show. I feel everyone makes mistakes in life. I think I was probably relatable at times with working things out in there. I'm 25. I wanted to meet the right person for me. And I think the only way for me to do that was to speak to different guys in there, was to get to know different people. And yeah, I know loads of the boys did that as well. And I just think I don't see them receiving hate. It's mostly women that have been trolling me. And I'm confused because we're no different to men in the way of getting to know people. What's wrong with chatting to two people when you're in the Love Island villa? Like, I just, yeah, it's really hard for me to get my head around it, if I'm honest with you. Because I think if the shoe was on the other foot and I would actually think it's really good that someone's in there embracing the experience, getting to know people. I'd actually applaud it.
Yeah.
I think it's good to be like that. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have expected it from other women, considering it is double standard and it's like one rule for the men, one rule for the women.
You know, there was a lot made of your relationship with Molly in the villa. And at times it kind of seemed like you were friends, and then you were kind of like, seemed like you were sort of frenemies, and I couldn't really always work it out.
Yeah.
Um, she's done a podcast this week with Tom where they've sort of said you were the snakiest in the villa. Um, is that upsetting to hear that?
Yeah, it is upsetting. If I'm honest, I think it's quite disappointing as well because we all know how it is coming out of the villa. We've all experienced it before. We know the heat. Obviously, it's been shown that I got a lot of hate whilst being on there. So yeah, I mean, it does make me sad for sure, and I'm disappointed because I just think people that I've done that experience with know how tough it is, and I don't know, maybe is still targeting me. And yeah, it is rubbish. I'm a bit gutted about it, if I'm completely honest, but I suppose with these things, you just got to kind of keep moving, push it to the side. Obviously, with what's gone on in the press now, I will probably be taking a step back because I'm just hurt. I just think from people that have also gone through the experience, know what it's like, have seen the heat that's been on me since coming out. It's like kicking someone when they're down, I think, a bit. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it's quite hurtful and disappointing. So yeah, I probably will just be taking a step back. You never know, like in the future, where things could go. Obviously, I think when you are in an experience with other people like that, you do create a bond because it's such a unique experience. And I would find it really sad to like cut ways or whatever. But I mean, yeah, for the minute, I think I'll just take a step back, like I am with the social media, maybe. I don't hate them. I don't think they're a bad couple. I actually really like the guys. That's why I'm probably quite hurt by it. Well, to be honest, obviously I left with Toby. Me and Toby are doing really, really well.
Mm.
We're looking forward to celebrating his birthday at the weekend together. And we've just been there for each other throughout. I think obviously in there we went through circumstances where we kind of had to brush off things and bounce off negativity, and yeah, we'll continue to do that. He's my best friend, and yeah, I just want to keep going with him, to be honest, and his support's just amazing. And I'll be honest with you, that's all I kind of feel like I need. It's not about quantity, it's about quality, and that's someone that really knows me
Mm.
and understands me. And I feel like, yeah, as long as he's there. Obviously Georgia H has been amazing, Hannah's been amazing, like the girls have been amazing, but yeah, the person that I would lean on the most is Toby. Do you feel like, oh gosh, like with all the hate, I think, oh god, I hope Toby's not reading that about me. I don't want that to influence his opinions on me. but I feel he's got very good understanding, and he takes me for me. And another reason why I'm happy that I left with Toby, I just feel he's so genuine and just so, he takes me for face value, and he's known me a long time. And yeah, but I do think about that for sure. Yeah, I don't want it to have an impact, but so far I feel like we're just yeah, we just take relationship on face value. We don't really take it for what's on the internet as such, which I think is healthy and the way it should be in a relationship. Being in there, going through the stuff made us really strong, because we just stood by each other throughout. And yeah, I would say I think it's made us have a really good understanding of one another. And kind of we know when each other's upset without even saying it, and things like that. So yeah, I think it definitely has made us stronger.
And in terms of like where you're at with each other, like, are you official now?
No, we're locked in still. We're
Okay,
locked
locked in.
in. Yeah. And I think I kind of like it that way at the moment, because I just want to embrace our time on the outside together. We haven't really had fun. We were fighting a lot in there. We were like sticking up for our relationship. So now it's time to just embrace what we have. And like I said, and celebrate his birthday. He's coming away on a trip with me. So I just want to have fun now, not put pressure on it, and just enjoy each other's company. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think it's definitely going in that direction.